Hello dear Sagis, welcome to your reading of April 2021. I'm sorry, but I have already shuffled the cards because I was in the middle of the reading and something came up, so I had to pause it, and now I think it's gone. I'm sorry, I first wanted to ask you about the recent full moon that happened in Pisces on March 13th. I wanted to know what your experience was about it. Did you feel the love and the success that we were promised to? Because I think for me it was slightly different. We were expected to put our intentions out there to the universe of what we want in life, and maybe it will come true in the coming months. But on that particular day, I did not feel any special vibe. So I wanted to know from each one of you if you guys also felt the same. Okay, so do let me know. I'll get to your first week now, and I've taken out a 7 of Suns and an 8 of Moons. Okay, I'm going to read it out from the book of Nostradamus. 8 of Moons for Sagittarius. 8 of Moons for Sagittarius. Okay, so this 8 of Moons talk about you starting a new relationship, or you starting a new job or a new business, which is and what happens is when we start something new in life, there are chances that we are uncertain about it. We start doubting it. We start feeling disappointed in some sort, that I don't know, like, oh my god, if I'm doing the right thing or not, if this is the right person for me or not, or if this new venture is going to work or not, or I don't know if people are going to kick me out of this job or not. All sorts of emotions we are dealing with in the first week, Sagis. So that is all right. That uncertainty is all right. And it says there's a lot of tenderness in this relationship or this new job. So it's definitely something you just started or recently started. It's too new, so of course it is, I think, it's fair enough to have such thoughts in your mind, but do not worry, because you deserve it. And why I say it, Sagittarius, is because of this card. As you can see, there's a mountain which you climbed, and that's how you reached the stars. So it says that whatever success that you got, this new job or this new relationship, you have really really worked hard for it. Maybe this was your long time girlfriend and you finally got hitched. Maybe you have been dying to get that promotion and you finally got it. It's the start of the new financial year, so why not? Maybe you wanted to work in the dream company of yours and you finally got it. Maybe you really wanted to start this venture and you've been working hard for it and you finally got it. So this is something that you got after prolonged period of struggle, so you deserve it. So whatever doubts you have in your mind, please take it out, Sagis, because it is a good card and it says that you deserve it. Okay, so this was your first week. Now let's get to your second week. There's a Fool card again, and there's a 6 of Moons. So the Fool card here also talks about newness, a clean slate. That way you can start afresh. Maybe that the reason why I'm saying you starting something new. Fool card is a beautiful card to have in your reading because it is a wild card. It can be adjusted anywhere. You can turn around anytime you want. If you're starting this new venture, doesn't work out, fine, you move to next one. If this relationship doesn't work out, fine, you move to next one. So there's nothing to worry about. So the Fool card is a beautiful card to have in your reading, okay? Use it wisely, use it well, start from a clean slate. Now, sometimes we carry our own baggages, in our personal life and our professional life. Oh, this is how we used to work in our old company, or this is how my old boyfriend used to do that. Don't do that. Don't bring what you had experienced earlier. Of course, do use your skills, but not something negative. Start afresh, treat this person or this company as completely new and give your best. Okay, what about the 6 of Moons for Sagis? Okay, 6 of Moons for Sagis. Like I said, like I just mentioned, that you are taking that baggage, and this card, oh my god. See, this card talks about you looking backwards. You looking back at how your life was in that particular company, how your life was with that particular boyfriend or girlfriend, how happy you were. If you enter a new relationship with how beautiful your life was before this, then things are never gonna work. I'm sorry, Sajis. This is not the way to look at life. Sometimes when you look back to your childhood on how your experiences were, with your parents or with that place, there's a kind of attachment, and it can be nostalgic at sometimes. It can be shockingly nostalgic. It could give you sleepless nights, it could cause trouble, and if you are unhappy, then this new relationship is going to be spoiled. This new work that you are doing is going to be spoiled. Don't, like I said, do not carry that baggage with you into your new relationship. Please, whatever happened in your old relationship, leave it there. Okay, leave it there and move forward from a clean slate, like the fool says. Start from a clean slate, like you have never been in a relationship. Okay, you don't know what to do, so you are going to do your best. You are going to treat this person as new and not think that just because your old boyfriend treated you shit and cheated on you, so this is also the kind of person who's going to cheat on you. No, you can't really compare every guy like that. There could be some inheritance for some of you, some gifts that are coming, the family pass on legacy of some sorts also from some of you. But most people are dealing with a new job, a new venture, and a new relationship for sure, Sajis. Let's get to your third week, and do remember what I told you. Do keep that in mind. We have the Seven of Moons and the Four of Suns. Let's see what Nostradamus has to say about it. So, Four of Suns. Okay. What about the Seven of Moons? Yeah, so this is a card of a lot of plans. You are definitely, now that you are starting something new, there are definitely a lot of plans in your mind. Okay, you are planning a lot, and you are thinking of things that, wow, yeah, that's how hunky dory my relationship is, and or that is how my work is going to be now. Maybe you are making some fake castles in your mind. You think that now that I've started this, I'm going to quickly get the results without doing anything. No, you will have to still work hard. You will have to give your 100%, like I said, whether it's a new relationship or it's a new job, or you're starting a new venture. You will have to give your 100%. Just because it's looking good at this point of time doesn't mean it will stay like this if you stop working hard. Just because you got that good girl or good guy doesn't mean they will stay if you start behaving badly with them or start ignoring them. No, just because you just got married and now you are like, okay, now I can do whatever I want, I don't really have to give 100% to my wife because now that we are married. Don't think like that. Okay, so you have to, it says that you have to stop fancying about things in your mind, and that everything is hunky dory, and start making efforts about it, because they say there's an illusion of success. Okay, yeah, don't become too enraptured by your plans and forgetting the reality. So the reality is here and now. And if they say that at workplace or something, if you are working with a boss who's a leader and you're the kind of person who's not a leader but a follower, then make sure that nobody is leading you astray. Maybe sometimes, people kind of stray you, and they give you wrong advice. Please make sure that you're not taking them. You are carefully because weighing the circumstances and the pros and cons of everything that you're dealing with, because you're in a new place, because you're starting new venture. Don't just trust anybody and everybody. Do read the documents carefully. Do use your own brain rather than trusting people easily. The other card, however, says that, it's a beautiful card to have. It says that you're coming back home to a beautiful society and friends, and if you uh, you know uh, for example, you're starting something new, right? So now that your house used to be empty, you just moved into a relationship, you know, and or you just got married, so now you have somebody to come back home to. As you can see, this is a family gathering, so you're coming back home to a happy home, to a, it used to be a house without somebody, now it's a home full of people. You have family, you have your wife, you have your husband, or you have your live-in relationship system, then it's that definitely you're coming back home to a happy union. It also says that there is a reunion. Maybe you guys got married, so you're throwing parties, and there are a lot of parties happening at your place. You're meeting your old friends as well, you know, that kind of a thing. Maybe you started this new venture someplace else, abroad or different city, and that's how you're meeting your friends and everybody over there, you know. Maybe you have your friends already working there, so it's that kind of a situation. So beautiful, Sagis. Beautiful, but be careful you're not led astray by anybody. Fourth card is a master card and two of suns. Now this card represents that there might be some kind of person in your life, which could be you in some situations, or the other person who's very quick at starting fights, or you know, having arguments, and this person is very impulsive. So be aware, be wary of such a guy or girl in your life, or you know, could be a colleague or anybody who's, you know, kind of indulging in fights, and try to stay away. Be mature, it says, in dealing with such a personality, because such person seems to be a dominant person. This person might be in a position of power, and hence they say, maybe, you know, it's a new boss, and who's letting you astray, and you kind of got to know about it, that that person gave you a wrong advice, or your colleague gave you wrong advice, and then you're fighting with them, you know, that kind of a situation. So be careful, you have to handle this situation maturely, is what this reading is suggesting you, right? And there are definitely new possibilities and achievements as well. What about the 14 of moons for Sagittarius? Yeah. This, I believe, is you. Like, this person was somebody, your boss or colleague, who was, you know, creating difficult situations for you at work. This is you. I feel this is you, Sagittarius, who's an honest person with a lot of integrity and kindness and equality, and a lot of confidence. So you are continuing to do your work with a lot of confidence, and like I said, you showed maturity also in dealing with the situations, and confidence also. You did not back down, you stood up for yourself, and that's how there's a master card, which is a beautiful card to have. So you are being very strong and confident, and that's how you should be. They say that he's the kind of person who inspires others, offering sympathy and generosity to all. So definitely there are people at your work who love you for who you are. And if this is a home place, maybe your relatives, or maybe your in-laws, or you know, your girlfriend's friends are somebody who's creating difficult situations for you, and maybe you are keeping your calm, handling the situation maturely, and that's why the other sets of friends love you for it. Your wife, your girlfriend, they love you for it. Your boyfriend, whoever, you know, if cross watchers are watching. So yeah, I mean, just because one or two people are creating problems doesn't mean that you have to be in a bad mood. You have to handle it maturely, and you are being very bold and confident, and that's how you are supposed to be. So beautiful, Sagittarius, beautiful reading. And I think congratulations on the newness, congratulations on that new relationship, congratulations on that new venture, new job. I'm sure you're going to do great work. So do let me know how it went when we come to April. Okay, now I'll see you next month. So bye bye.